On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Furious.
Extremely angry, full of rage.
Examples:
Furious anger. A furious sea. The coach was furious with the players for their lack of effort during the game.
Heed.
To pay attention to or take notice of something, particularly a warning or piece of advice, to listen to and comply with something.
Examples:
Heed expert advice. Heed nature's call. He didn't heed the warning signs and got lost in the woods.
Clap.
To hit your hands together and make a short and loud noise, mainly to show your approval or praise.
Examples:
Clap my hands. Clap a book shut. We clapped along with the singer's song.
Retell.
To tell someone about something again or differently.
Examples:
Retell a story. Retell an old tale. He retells the truth to plead not guilty.
Transpire.
To happen or be revealed.
Examples:
Transpire as expected. Transpire in the news. It finally transpired that an employee had stolen the missing money.
Appease.
To pacify or soothe someone, usually by agreeing to their demands or requests, to calm someone's anger or anxiety.
Examples:
Appease hunger. Appease her fears. The manager tried to appease the angry customer by offering them a refund.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Aboriginal.
Relating to the people, culture, or history of the original inhabitants of a particular region, especially before the arrival of colonizers or settlers, indigenous.
Examples:
Aboriginal art. Aboriginal land. Many Aboriginal cultures have deep spiritual connections to the land and its natural resources.
Astonishing.
Surprising or shocking, difficult to believe.
Examples:
Astonishing achievement. Make astonishing gains. The news of her sudden death was astonishing to everyone who knew her.
Atop.
On, to, or at the top.
Examples:
stand atop, sit atop a stack of books. The eagle perched atop the tallest tree in the forest.
Choreograph.
To compose a sequence of dance steps, often to music.
Examples:
choreograph a stage performance. Exquisitely choreographed. He had choreographed the dance in this play himself.
Dowry.
Property or money brought by a bride to her husband on their marriage, traditionally in some cultures.
Examples:
dowry payment. Donate a dowry. Traditionally, a bride's dowry consisted of money, property, or other valuable possessions given to the groom's family.
Brook.
A small stream.
Examples:
music of the brook. Brook trout. A brook babbled through the woods.
Feisty.
Full of energy or courage, often in the face of opposition or challenge, lively or spunky in temperament.
Examples:
feisty attitude. Feisty debate. The feisty little terrier refused to back down from the larger dog.
Airborne.
Moved or conveyed by or through the air, in the air.
Examples:
airborne troop. Airborne particles. The amount of airborne pollen this year is higher than usual.
Defecate.
To excrete waste material from the body through the anus, to pass feces.
Examples:
cause an impulse to defecate. Defecate out in the open. It is important to clean up after your pet when they defecate in public areas.
Cholera.
A severe infectious disease that causes acute diarrhea, vomiting, and dehydration, often resulting in a rapid and dangerous loss of body fluids and electrolytes.
Examples:
cholera toxin. Cholera epidemic. The outbreak of cholera was a major health crisis in the 19th century.
Jaundice.
A medical condition in which the skin and whites of the eyes take on a yellowish tint due to an excess of bilirubin in the blood, a metaphorical state of mind characterized by suspicion, cynicism, or bitterness.
Examples:
jaundice liver. Acute jaundice. The yellowing of the eyes is a common symptom of jaundice.
Sieve.
A utensil with a mesh bottom or fine holes, used for separating larger objects from smaller ones or for straining liquids. Verb, to check and sort carefully.
Examples:
sieve tissue. Molecular sieve. The baker sifted the flour through a sieve to remove any lumps.
Blare.
To make a loud, harsh noise, to sound loudly and harshly.
Examples:
blare music, blare a horn. The music blared from the car's open windows.
Kickback.
A sum of money or other payment made illegally or unlawfully to someone as a reward for facilitating or promoting a particular transaction or arrangement, especially a bribe or commission, a sudden reaction or backward motion caused by a force.
Examples:
kickback in my shoulder, financial kickback. The businessman was involved in a kickback scheme, receiving illegal payments in exchange for favorable contracts.
Purify.
To remove harmful substances from something and increase the concentration of it.
Examples:
purify hydrogen gas, purify the blood. The equipment is frequently used to purify and distribute drinking water.
Sari.
A garment worn primarily by women from the Indian subcontinent, consisting of a length of fabric that is draped and wrapped around the body in various styles.
Examples:
sari blouse, silk sari. She wore a beautiful sari to the wedding, which was bright and colorful.
Germ.
A very tiny living that causes the disease, a piece of something such as an organism, concept, etc., capable of growing into a new one or part of one.
Examples:
antibiotic-resistant germ, a germ-free environment. The germ of his idea came from watching birds flying in flocks.
Escalate.
To increase in intensity, size, or severity, to make something greater, worse, or more serious.
Examples:
escalate into a major international incident. To escalate. The situation quickly escalated and turned violent.
Devise.
To come up with an idea, plan, theory, etc., using your intelligence or imagination.
Examples:
devise a plan, devise a literary plot. They had to devise a system that did not depend on fossil fuels.
Skirmish.
A minor or brief battle or fight, often between small groups or individuals, a dispute, conflict, or argument, usually of short duration.
Examples:
verbal skirmish, minor skirmish. The skirmish between the two armies lasted for several hours.
Indulge.
To allow oneself or another person to have or enjoy something, especially something that is considered to be a luxury or treat.
Examples:
indulge in debauchery, indulge children. She indulged in a warm bath after a long day at work.
Grandparent.
A parent of one's father or mother.
Examples:
great-grandparent, person of grandparent age. She was close to her paternal grandparents and often spent summers with them.
Pass.
No longer fashionable or current, outdated, considered to be old-fashioned or out of date.
Examples:
Passé entertainment. Passé trend. Bell-bottom jeans, once considered passé fashion, have made a surprising comeback in recent years.
Smack.
To hit something or someone with force, often making a loud noise, to deliver a sharp criticism or rebuke.
Examples:
Smack on the lips. Smack his knee. The baseball player smacked the ball out of the park, securing a home run.
Cockroach.
A flat, brown or black, chiefly nocturnal insects sometimes found in the home.
Examples:
Cockroach killer. Have a cockroach phobia. Cockroaches sometimes cause allergic reactions in humans.
WAN.
Looking pale or sickly, lacking vitality or energy.
Examples:
Wan light. A wan smile. His wan complexion showed that he was feeling very ill.
Outsider.
A person who is not part of a particular group, community, or society, someone who is considered to be on the periphery or outside of established social circles.
Examples:
Outsider perspective. Outsider artist. Living in a foreign country can make you feel like an outsider at times.
Adrenaline.
Also epinephrine, a substance secreted by the adrenal medulla in response to stress, which makes the heart beat faster and prepares the body to react to danger.
Examples:
Adrenaline receptor. Adrenaline addiction. The band has released a lot of adrenaline-pumping rock music.
Displace.
To force someone or something to leave their home or place of origin, especially as a result of conflict, natural disaster, or manipulation.
Examples:
Displace workers. Displace the explosive power. The construction of the new dam will displace hundreds of families living downstream.
Spawn.
To lay eggs or to produce offspring, to cause something to develop.
Examples:
Spawn in spring. Spawn a new concept. The salmon swims upstream to spawn in the place they were released.
Heroine.
A woman admired or idealized for her courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities, a woman who is the protagonist of a literary work or film.
Examples:
Medieval heroine. Tragic heroine. The brave heroine rescued the prince from the dragon's lair.
Mammography.
The process of using X-rays to examine the breast for the early detection of breast cancer,
Examples:
diagnostic mammography, digital mammography. Women should get regular mammography screenings as a preventative measure for breast cancer.
Intern.
To put someone in prison, especially for political or military reasons. Noun, a student or trainee who works, sometimes for free, to get work experience or to fulfill qualification criteria.
Examples:
intern civilians, medical intern. The Navy interned ships of defeated nations.
Whistle.
To make a high-pitched sound by forcing breath through a small opening, usually with the lips or fingers. Noun, a piece of equipment that forces air or steam against an edge or into a cavity, and so produces a loud shrill sound.
Examples:
whistle a tune, whistle for help. The employee decided to whistleblow on the company's illegal activities.